It's a pretty unique situation actually that I can photograph the musicians in the locations in which they are at the time. So to be able to fly around the world to photograph them in a consistent way it's been a really successful idea, I think. For the 2018 season, I went to mostly, it was all Europe and US actually this year. So starting with Moscow, where I photographed the Borodin Quartet, who are always fun. So on stage they come across as quite serious types. Off stage they are very funny guys. So we had a hysterical shoot, and I've actually shot them about 4 times over the years, so we have a very fun relationship, and that was nice. From Moscow I went to Vienna, where I photographed first the Giacoso Quartet. There was a young quartet who were playing with Avital. That was a really fun shoot. They're kind of, again, I think I'm not sure how long they've been playing together, but they have that they already have that chamber musician language, and that was really entertaining for me. There's one of I think it's the cellist is quite good at voices and accents, and he was very entertaining. And I ended up doing actually a whole lot of publicity stills for them as well. So we spent, in fact, most of the day together. We went to a beautiful park in Vienna and shot some exteriors. So it was a long but really fun extended shoot with them. In the same studio I photographed Chen, who's always very entertaining. We had a very short time with him, but he was very generous with that short time. He was between rehearsals and performances. But he, and as ever, he came with all his energy and his very good looks. And I believe there was the owner of the studio's baby was crawling around at some point, and he was very responsive to that child, which was very funny. From Vienna I went to Berlin, which is I think my favourite place of all the cities I've been to. It is the one I've liked the most and the one I've been to the most, and I always seem to manage to wrangle a little trip there on these Musica Viva shoots, which is really good. I photographed Avital in his apartment, a very beautiful big space that we completely rearranged and transformed into a photographic studio. And he was, as with all the musicians I've worked with for Musica Viva, very generous with his time. There was a bit of chaos around the shoot in terms of childcare and so on, but he was fantastic with that, and we had it was a really fun shoot. Then I went to Cologne, where I photographed Sabine Meyer and the Alliage Quintett, which was a really fun shoot because they know each other very well. They've played together a lot, and they are also very high energy, and so we had it was a very fun afternoon actually at the music school there. From Cologne I flew to the States actually, and I went to Alabama, which is the first time I've been in the southern states, which was a bit of an eye-opener, and it was a kind of interesting, Birmingham, Alabama, a very interesting place. And I photographed Joyce Yang, a wonderful pianist, and again we shot at the Steinway Hall there, and that was a really fun shoot. She was a little bit nervous, I think, but we which I didn't realise until afterwards, but once we kind of worked through all that, she was really fun to shoot, and she took me out for barbecue later, which was really excellent. And then I went on to New York for the last shoot, which is the Benedetti, Elschenbroich and Grinyuk trio. And that was kind of shot at the 92nd Y in a little room there with unfortunately a brown piano, but I think we've made it look black. Another nice thing that then happens is once I'm back in Australia and the concert series then happens, so often 18 months after my shoot, is that I do go to the concerts when I'm in Sydney. Being in the audience is really wonderful because I've heard them talk about what they're going to be playing, and I've had a little private concert at the studio, and then to hear that music as a performance is wonderful.